Welcome to Late Night Gaming. My name is Rachel, and today we will be continuing Coffee Talk 2. Now, in our last episode, we talked to Rachel, we talked to Riona, and we talked to Lucas, and we found out that we inspired Rachel with one of our drinks. I think it was the sweetheart latte we made her. I think. And then Riona and Lucas started talking about this channel idea he had where it was like a talent show, but he wants Riona to be his co-host. And I think she said she had to think about it. So that's pretty exciting, isn't it? So this is day 14. So let's just go ahead and dive on into it. So I drove him around while he was nursing his broken heart. I have no idea who he's referring to. I really don't know why we're discussing my sad stories right now. Eyes on the happy couple. Oh. Aw, it wasn't sad so much as cute, though. But it's true that you and Mr. Bailey should be in the spotlight, Miss Lua. Or just in the light. Sorry, I'm trying to get to the switch. Ow! Whoops, my apologies, Mr. Gala. You're literally solid like a wall. I'll take that as a compliment. Here we go. Oh. Look how fancy they look. You all found your way to a seat. I'm impressed. We've been here often enough that we know the place like the back of our hand. That's what it means to have regulars, Rachel. So it does. Now, shall we get the celebration started? Please, I'm so excited. That's adrenaline for you. Hang on to that feeling. You call it adrenaline. I call it deep, passionate, irresistible fascination for her husband. Hey, don't get too cocky, Mr. Miller. Oh, are you taking Lua's last name, Bailey's? Huh, no, we're keeping our last names. But I'll be Mr. Miller if it pleases Mrs. Miller. Anything to make you happy. Aw, you always make me melt. Disgusting. If you haven't been following my Danganronpa playlist or series that I'm doing right now alongside this, there's a character named Monokuma. He's that little bear guy. I'm sure you've probably seen him around the internet a couple times, but he has this soundbite where he's like, disgusting. It just cracks me up. He said, wiping off his tears. How many times must I tell you? It was the City Hall flowers. They make my allergies flare up. Sure, let's go with that. This world would be the perfect time for some drinks. I wouldn't say no to something hot, for sure. And to something sweet. To something decadent and chocolatey. But let's keep it fresh. There's enough sweetness here to give me a sugar rush. So, in summary, sweet and chocolatey, but with some freshness to it. Please, Rachel. Okay, chocolate, honey, and mint. After midnight. Yep. Wait, did we have anything? Okay, we didn't have anything in our drawer. This is inspired by a sweet evening treat. Hopefully the drink is to your liking. I love it. It's very unique and festive. Oop. Very comforting. Exactly what I had in mind. It's fine. High praise from Hyde. You know it. It tastes a bit British. Have you ever been on that side of the pond, Rachel? I did a bit of traveling in my day. Maybe we ran into each other in the past. maybe we did. Passing each other like two ships in the night, before meeting at the mooring. That's very lyrical. I blame the mood on you two. All I know about the UK is that British werewolf guy I once met. We went absolutely wild during Fury. But even then, he would beg the wall's pardon after putting his fist through it. Sounds about right. And I imagine you two became great friends. Nah, rude vampires are much more my type. Hey. Actually, no, I'm not offended. Rude vampire and proud of it. That would look great on a t-shirt. Awesome idea. I'll consider that for a Christmas gift. Right, I guess we should raise a toast. Does anyone want to make a speech? Someone? Rachel, maybe? Oh gosh. I don't think I'm the right person to give speeches. You definitely are. Yes, if you want to, we'd love to hear it. In that case, thank you for choosing to come to this cafe, Miss Lua, Mr. Bailey's. And thank you for making us feel a true part of your lives. Hear, hear. You'll always be a part of our lives now, Rachel. Absolutely. Short and to the point. Good speech. Your turn, Hyde. Really? Well, fine. Thank you, Lua and Bailey's, for entertaining me and making me consider counseling career, however briefly. You're a good bunch. That means a lot, Hyde. You've been a very good friend to us. Don't think we're forgetting about you, Gala. Speech time. Right. I don't know you as well as Rachel, guys, but I haven't helped you, and I haven't helped you as nearly as much as Hyde did. But despite that, you've made me feel welcome. You've immediately made me feel a part of your family. May this warmth that you show others always reflect as joy in the family you're starting today. Oh, Gala. Thanks, man. Really. To the happy couple. To the happy couple. To the happy couple. Complete Lua and Bailey's good story arc. Are your allergies troubling you again, Mr. Hyde? Rachel, my dear Rachel. Never think that you're out of my reach of retribution. I do apologize that we only serve soft drinks here. Some bubbles would have befitted the occasion. Don't worry about it. As far as I'm concerned, it suits me just fine. Yeah, we're not really drinking booze these days. Oh? Speaking of starting a family, just in case you know. Oh? And I'm avoiding it in solidarity. That's nice, you guys. Rooting for you. Thanks, Gala. Just imagine. Little purple elves with horns running around everywhere. And thanks, I think, Hyde. I aim to please. Personally, I'm fine with soft drinks as well. Never liked the stronger stuff. He's not lying. I never saw him touch it. Is there any specific reason why not? I just don't like the taste. Exactly. I don't like alcohol. I think I sort of liked the amaretto sour. I'm not a drinker, though. Anytime someone... Okay. I'm always willing to try it. Because you never know. I had a coworker that would always buy the, what are they called? Hard apple ciders or whatever. And she's like, they taste just like apple juice. The fuck kind of apple juice are you drinking? What the hell? It tasted like rotten, decaying apples. Actually, there was no apple in it. It just tasted like shit. It tastes just like apple juice, my ass. Fucking... It just tastes, it tastes just like this. No, it doesn't. Your taste buds are busted. Never got used to it and never particularly tried to. People assume I like to drink, especially since I'm a big burly dude, I guess. But nope. Assumptions like that are annoying to me. I like that you look at it just as a taste among others, Gayla. Sometimes I want to taste wine, and sometimes I just want tomato juice. Definitely, booze just became this big social thing. But I, for one, wish there was a better range of soft drinks. I went to a very expensive restaurant a while ago. They had a soft drink pairing option. They imported some alcohol-free vermouth, homemade some fruit juice. It all tasted really nice and unique. And then they also had edible robots. And they made a miniature forest out of vegetables and dark chocolate. Wow, when did you go to a place like that? A while ago, with my family. Edible robots. Did I read that right? Edible... What? Hold on, I'm looking this up. Okay, I didn't see anything. I have no idea what he meant by that. Back when we were still in touch. Bae, I'm okay, sweetie. Well, I make a mean cocktail. There's a hard version and a soft version. In the hard version, I use vodka. In the soft version, I don't use vodka. Fair enough. What else goes into it? A little bit of basil, some lemon juice, a pinch of salt, tonic water. That sounds like something I would enjoy. Wait for it. And of course, a big dollop of fresh blood. Here it comes. O-type, preferably universal donors and all that. Yuck. I think this is a joke. Hope this is a joke. And this is why he never gets invited to parties. Wait, is that a Bloody Mary? No. Bloody Marys have tomato juice in them, right? What do you mean? I'm invited to all the parties. Thank you so much for being with us, the three of you. Thank you for having us. It was fun to meet your friends from work, Bailey's. And your sister, Lua. She's got a very strong character. I respect that. She's impossible, you mean? But I love her to bits. Yeah, she took a while to warm up to me at first. Oh, just a year or 3. She probably wanted to make sure you were right for her baby sister. Yes, that was definitely the reason why. She always thinks of me as some sort of softie that she needs to protect. Well, I mean, compared to her, Gayla is a softie. I'd say Gayla is a softie compared to many people. Fair enough. But yes, I think she could take him when he's under fury. If Rachel ever moves out and I'm out of my specialty, I can ask for your sister's number, I guess. You would have to hurry, or you'll have to step over, your primary school friend Bailey's. Marco? I thought I'd caught him staring at her. I bet they didn't leave it at staring. The two witnesses, delightfully cliché, isn't it? You seem to be enjoying the gossip very much, Mr. Hyde. Of course I do. That's how I take my best pictures. Longing glances, touches filled with pent-up desire. Scorn dissimulated in a smirk. Hopefully you've captured some pictures of our lovebirds, too. Yes, I really can't wait to see them. Well, that's the downside of film. I know. But it will be worth it, so I'm happy to be patient. He's doing this shit on purpose. In that case, I have a little reward for you. Aww. Bailey's, have your hair like this all the time. That looks so nice. I'm not usually into the paintbrush thing, but that looks nice. Oh, look at this, Bae. This is amazing. What a beautifully captured moment, Mr. Hyde. Yes, truly. Thank you again for doing this, Hyde. Don't mention it. I had an alright time doing it. You can keep this if you want. It's just a Polaroid, but... Oh no, it's absolutely lovely. It looks so friendly and warm. Like the wedding we always really wanted to have. Yes, once we sifted through the superfluous details. I love that you guys figured that out in the end. And I love this picture. Do you only have the one, Mr. Hyde? Why, Rachel? You want to frame it and hang it on your wall? Actually, yes, something like that. Good thing I saw it coming. If our newlyweds don't object. I have almost the exact same one here for you. No objections whatsoever. Yeah, I'd love that. It would mean a lot to have a little memory of this day hanging around here. Thank you so much. No, thank you. Yes, Rachel, I'm not sure where we'd be without you. So I take it you have decided to embrace photography, Mr. Hyde? It would seem so. Ah, come on, tell them. Tell us what? Nothing's been confirmed yet. They're certainly not going back on it, and you aren't either, right? Of course not. Well then. Just tell them the story. It's obvious you're dying to. Don't have to ask me twice. Hyde has already agreed to shoot another wedding. They're a really sweet couple who's been coming to visit their kid at the hospital. Little Rose has been sick for a while. Doctors think she's going to get better eventually, but no one knows exactly when. So her parents have decided to get married in her room with her around. Aw, that's a lovely idea. I bet little Rose is thrilled. She is. An entire party next to her bed, can you imagine? Anyhow, they got to chatting with Mr. Hyde, and just like that, he promised to take their pictures pro bono. That's very good of you, Mr. Hyde. It's nothing. I could use the experience, so that I can milk my modeling ex-colleagues for their wedding pictures. Sounds like good social redistribution to me. Right? So does that mean you're sticking around Seattle for good, Hyde? I've got the house, and I've got the job, and I've got my own pocket werewolf, so it sounds like I'll be staying here a little while. That's great to hear. I'll finish Hyde's good story arc. How's the house coming along? Taking ages, but it'll look good when it's finished. I'm having it redone from scratch, so it's a process. But as a vampire, my needs are a little particular. Fair enough. I think it's normal to be particular when it comes to your dream home, you know? What would a dream house look like for the two of you? We're not too sure yet. But we're not repeating the same mistakes. No endless Tomodachi scrolling to look at other people's homes. And no overspending or feeling inadequate on my side. My love. It's alright. I'm glad we talked it all through. Lua made me realize that it's fine if I don't earn as much as she does. And if my family doesn't contribute anything. In fact, Lua's mom told me the same during the wedding. I didn't know you talked about it. Don't worry, it went really well. She said what mattered to her is that I make her daughter happy. Which is good, because that's what matters to me too. And a happy Lua is a Lua who powers through her job. Yeah, I really can't consider slowing down my career. Well, maybe a little. Yeah, when the time comes. But the thing is, I don't mind slowing down my career. I've always been the one bringing up the kids topic. It's not that I don't want them, but I was afraid of what it'd do to my work. That makes sense. Women are always expected to do more when it comes to child rearing. Well, not in our couple. We've decided that when we have kids, I'll be the stay-at-home dad. I'll still do some freelance work if and when I have time. Not so much for the money as to keep my brain working. But I'll be taking care of the little ones and of our place. You know, I keep thinking how happy I am that I met you and married you. Not many men would have wanted that. You'd be surprised. Times are changing, and so on. Times are making more room for people to follow their wishes. I've known many men who'd have rather stayed home with their children than go to work every day and almost never see them. You two just complement each other well. I think so too. Mr. Miller, Mrs. W. No. Using my family name on you feels wrong. Ha. They would throw a fit if they heard you do that. They absolutely would. It's almost tempting. But none of that matters much anyway. As long as we're still Lua and Bailey's. As long as we're still Lua and Bailey's. Excuse me. It sounds like Hyde has found a new way forward. He has, yeah. I'm really happy about that. When I first met him, I thought he was a bit mysterious. And honestly, a bit of a jerk. But he's really quite fragile, isn't he? There's nothing more solid and more fragile than an immortal. Yeah, nothing screws with your head quite as much as having unlimited time. Even elves with their only longish lives have issues. I can imagine. Werewolves are somewhere between elves and humans, and we also struggle with that stuff. I guess the bottom line is, everyone gets bored and confused once in a while, right? And the longer you live, the more once in a whiles you get. That makes sense to me. I will say, though, I'm mighty happy that he's sticking around. For all that he can be a difficult one, he also makes life a lot more interesting. And we just really get each other after all this time. You two know what I mean. Yes, we really do. At this point, even when we need to take a bit of a time out, we can trust that we'll always find our way back to each other. That's right. You know, he's got a way of finding good people. Hyde, I mean. He liked Rachel from the start. Not that I've ever disagreed, but he just really got you right away. He has been very kind to me, and perceptive about me as well. And I'm glad he befriended you too. This chat right now, it's really good. You're alright too, Gayla. Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing more of you. Right back at ya. Listen to that. It's pouring rain again. Ugh. It'd be really cold if I didn't have your jacket, bae. But are you okay? Yeah, don't worry about me. I always worry about you. And I guess that's kind of my job now. Only if I get to worry about you too. You guys are cute. But you know what's even better than worrying about each other? Not worrying about each other. Point taken. Rainy weddings are meant to be good luck anyway. I've always wondered where that came from. It sounds like lip service for the happy couple. To avoid a meltdown if it rains, which must happen often enough. Really? So you don't know? Don't know what? Maybe it's just a thing among elves. Have you heard of it, Rachel? Are you referring to the goddess's tears legend? That's the one. Never heard of that. It's actually a whole epic in medieval elven poetry. But I can give you the short version. Go on, I'm very curious. Alright then. A long time ago lived a powerful goddess. That goddess had many children, but all of her children, red leather, yellow leather, red, yellow leather. Got it. But of all her children, one she liked best. They were the shyest and the quietest. When their siblings screamed for attention, they sat aside and played with clouds. When their siblings tormented each other, they silently looked at the stars. When their siblings ran away from the rain, they waited and watched the rain fall. The goddess thought, "Even if all my children desert me, this one will always be by my side. They are kind and gentle, they will love me and take care of me." She thought of the days ahead and smiled. But one day, as the young godling sat on the edge of the cloud, pondering the world, a gust of wind blew on them, and they lost their balance. "Oh no." "Don't worry, it's not a sad story." "Alright then." Carried by the wind, they floated down to the ground, and immediately they were astonished. There were so many things around them that they'd never seen before. They were both delighted and lost, and they stood rooted in place for many human eras. I feel bad because it's her song. Until a human found them there. Shall we call the godling Aeon and the human Ray, just for clarity? That's gonna help me for sure. I get lost without names. Alright, Aeon and Ray it is. Ray walked up to Aeon and, finding them stunned, guided them forward. They took them to their village and showed them how they lived their life. As days passed by, Aeon started talking to Ray. They discussed stars and planets, clouds and suns. They talked of harvests and of young children, of famines and old men. They talked of time and of eternity, and as they looked into each other's eyes, they found both of the briefest of moments in the longest era in there. That's how they both knew they were in love. They decided to get married, but both of them wanted the assent of their family. Ray got it without any trouble. Their family were quite fond of Aeon by then. But when Aeon went to see their mother, the goddess, that old hag, give her a chance, my love. She improves. But yeah, at first she wasn't thrilled. In fact, she was outraged that her favorite child should be taken away from her. That reminds me of someone. I promise you, she's a lot better than my mother. Anyway, she got really angry, and she told Aeon, "Get married if you wish, but if you do get married, then you shall wither and die just like your fiancé." Yuck. And to nobody's surprise at this point, Aeon said, "I'm alright with that. What's eternity if I can't have Ray by my side?" Down to get married they went. For many hours the goddess was angry and shouted. Then for many more hours she was despondent and sulked. Then finally, she turned an eye onto the ground to look at Aeon and Ray. They were in the field where Ray had first found Aeon. They wore garlands of flowers, and they were surrounded with people they loved. And for the first time, Aeon wasn't quiet at all. They were singing and dancing, their eyes sparkling, their hair floating on the wind. And the goddess saw that for the first time in an eternity, their child was happy. She regretted her bitter words then. But a goddess's words, once spoken, isn't easily broken. In sadness for her child's mortal days, she started crying. And one by one, her tears hit the earth in a thick cloud of rain. But instead of running from it, Aeon and Ray danced with it. And so the goddess said, "For each tear of mine that falls onto you, may you live another year. And even as your hair turns gray and your skin turns parched, may that year see you both dancing and singing, still in love with each other." And according to elves, that's how we came to be. But I think that's a bit far-fetched. She looks like she's about to cry. Oh, are you tearing up? It's nothing. You're just really beautiful sometimes. You're a born legend teller, Mr. Baileys. That was an astonishing rendition of that story. Yeah, that was epic. I'm not gonna look at rain the same way now. Nah, it's just a silly legend. It's not silly at all. And you're right, the goddess is a lot better than your mother. Told you. My history with rain is a lot simpler. I just really love it when it rains outside and you're all warm indoors. Yeah, that's a very cozy feeling. My bedroom, when I was a little girl, was on the top floor, so I could hear the rain fall at night when I was in my bed. It was great. I wish we lived in a world where everyone had that. A place to be safe while the rain falls outside. For sure. Ah, look! Here's at least another someone who's safe from the rain right now. Oof, that's a very wet little guy. Poor Gala, did he just shake rain all over you? He did a little, but that's fine. He's a cute one. What's he doing here, though? Is he your cat, Rachel? No, but he's been around a couple of times. I do remember seeing him a week or so ago. He's not any friendlier than he was then, although he's not especially aggressive either. Maybe he's adopting this place. Wouldn't be the first. That's pretty much how you got Hyde, too. Now that's an apt comparison. It seems that he might be looking for something, though. Or someone. If that's the case, he hasn't found them yet. He came by another time a few days ago and was actually quite helpful. But he didn't look settled then either. And there he goes. Very mysterious. The cat is connected to the secret ending. What did I miss? A cat, apparently. Ah, yes, I saw it go. What was that about? We're not entirely sure. He has come by a handful of times, but he doesn't seem to stay very long or ask for anything. I was saying that he might be looking for someone. Perhaps he is. In many traditions, cats are depicted as having special foresight. Messengers between worlds, so to speak. He may know something that we don't, or see something we can't see. That's just what they want you to believe. Looking mysterious to get food and cuddles. I was saying that reminds me of someone, actually. No comment. Anyhow, what was that call about? That was the interior designer about the house. For some reason, he needed to know the exact size of my turntable, as well as whether I wanted walnut or oak floors. I just want floors I can walk on. That's surprising. I thought you'd be more particular about decoration, Hyde. I am particular, in the sense that I want it to look good. But he's got no clue what to do to get there. I mean, you've seen his car. It's not, peak design trends. That car served me right, thank you very much. I remember when a certain werewolf didn't want to drive me around. I shouldn't have brought that up. Truce. Why don't you help Hyde with decorating then, Gala? Why, indeed. My job, time. Your job, time. I see. Everyone's a critic, but the truth is, Gala has no understanding of color, material, or shape. I'm a lazy interior designer at best, but Gala is an interior designer's waking nightmare. Not true, I just go for functional things. That's what people say when they've got no taste. Yeah, maybe my taste in vampires is the problem here. I think your taste in vampires is your one saving grace. Ugh. You guys sound like you're gonna be just fine. Indeed. Being like this all together when it's dark and damp, and feeling good and safe, and home, it's a pretty weird feeling in a kind of public place. I think the kinda is key here. As far as I can remember, this has never felt like a strange space to me. It's my space that I'm lucky enough to share with other people I like. I definitely feel the same way. Thanks for that, Rachel. I'm glad that's how it feels to you. Our patrons' comfort has always been our priority. Goal very much achieved, then. That, and also you are all right. It sounds like everyone's going to be busy with their own stuff for a while, but I can't wait to come back here and see your faces again. Whether in a week or a month or a year, I know it's going to be a good time. Cheers to that. Hear, hear. You are all welcome anytime, separately or together. And I'm looking forward to hearing what you get up to. We'll definitely pop by to give you news, and to get Fury remedies, and to listen in on the drama. We can't wait to welcome you back. I think the rain is over, and we've kept you up for a while already, Rachel. Yeah, we should all use the dry spell to get back home. Consider the night called. You go first, guys, or we'll be stepping on each other's toes. Alright. Good night, Rachel. Good night. Good night, you two. Let's go, darling. Let's. Good night, Rachel. Thanks again for being with us. Good night, tonight and on other nights. No, thank you for everything. Truly. Have a good rest, Rachel. Will do. You guys coming? Yeah, just hold the door for me for a second longer. What are you doing? I'm carrying you over the threshold, of course. That's on the way into the home, not on the way out of the bar. I can do both. You're silly. Maybe, but I love you. I love you too. Bustling, busy, and abuzz. People whose thoughts I can hear almost as well as my own by now. Whose success and failures matter to me as much as my own. I suppose that's what it feels like. To have a chosen hive. Aww. I think this is the last day. October 3rd. Fire director resigns in the wake of shocking leaks. Heir of American business royalty disowned over choice of wife. Killer algae, the new invasive species. I think... Hold on, I just want to check this real quick. Hey! Hi there, I am Rachel Florencia. You might have seen me on your screen singing, dancing, or modeling, working on a new album especially for you right now. Favorite things: I love my family, cats, milk, and you. What I'm doing with my life: I've been dancing, singing, and trying to achieve my dreams since I was 13, and I'm not stopping now. Emergency goods delivery service available from Bellevue. Seeking audition tips. Contact blah 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 blah. How come we still haven't gotten Lucas's? What the hell? Well, I think I said in the last episode that I was just gonna finish the game in this episode, but that is not accurate. Because, so I started a separate game to like another save profile to get through the bad ending. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna record the next video for this series. That way I have like the last day already recorded, and then I'll just like try and get the alternate ending. I've been seeing some people, I know what the alternate ending is. I did spoil it for myself, but I still want to get it to experience it. I just know what it is. I don't know what it looks like though. I've been seeing some people saying that they've followed guides and they're still not like getting the alternate ending. So hopefully I'm able to get it. Cause I'm a little confused. Cause like when I was playing through the bad ending, I didn't get a single drink correct. I didn't give a single item to anybody. And I was popping achievements that said like, oh, you unlocked so-and-so's normal arc. And I'm like, is there actually a bad route? or is it just a good and a normal one? So I'm just gonna have to check through the achievements on this save profile that we're doing now to see what... Actually, let's just go while I have your attention. Let's see what we have left. Achievements. Give Lucas's contact info or the fidget spinner to Rachel. Why? Wait, we didn't do that? Listen to all of the songs. Forget to give items. Give Lucas incorrect. Yeah. So I got most of these on my other save profile. And it really sucked. It really, really sucked. It made me feel so bad. Don't give... Okay. Play the story mode to conclusion once. Complete the story mode with the least amount of points possible. Ensure everyone gets the right drink. Okay. Complete Silver and Amanda's normal story arc. Yeah, I think I unlocked that. Wait, version 2? What does that mean? There's so much to this game. Yeah, that's the alternate ending. His name's Tofu. Yeah, I'll have to figure it out. I hope that I can get the alternate ending, but I'm not going to promise anything. So that'll be it for this episode. So fingers crossed that I will be able to get it. I will work on it. And I will... I'll be honest with you at the end of the next episode on whether I managed to unlock it or not. So with that, thank you so much for watching. This was Late Night Gaming. If you like this video and you want to see more, you can click that subscribe button. And while you're down there, you can also leave a like and a comment. Also, in the description below, I will leave a link to my Coffee Talk playlist and also my Cozy Games playlist. So go check those out and have a lot of fun with them. But I hope you have a good night, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.